Have you ever felt like life is throwing obstacles your way at every turn? Are you tired of feeling defeated by life's obstacles? Well, you and me both, because I guess that's life. But what if I told you you can learn how to turn challenges into opportunities and achieve success in the face of adversity? Then you're in the right place, because today we're diving into The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday, a book that provides a practical and timeless guide to overcoming obstacles and thriving in any situation. The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday is a guide to overcoming adversity and turning obstacles into opportunities. Drawing on the wisdom of ancient philosophy and the experiences of historical figures, Holiday shows readers how to adopt a mindset that sees obstacles as a path to success rather than a barrier to it. In today's fast-paced and ever-changing world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by challenges and setbacks. However, by embracing the Stoic philosophy of perception, action, and will, readers can develop the resilience and perseverance needed to navigate life's obstacles and achieve their goals. This book is valuable for anyone who wants to improve their mindset and develop the skills needed to overcome challenges and achieve success. Through real-world examples and practical advice, Holiday shows readers how to cultivate a mindset that is focused on action and growth, rather than fear and stagnation. The book is structured in 3 parts, and in this video, we will explore the insights discussed in each of the parts in detail, so let's get started. In Part 1, Perception, Ryan Holiday presents the idea that the way we perceive obstacles is critical to our ability to overcome them. He argues that we must view obstacles not as negative occurrences to be avoided or defeated, but as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. This requires a shift in mindset, from a reactive one to a proactive one. Holiday suggests that one way to change our perception of obstacles is to embrace the Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes the importance of accepting the things we cannot control and focusing our efforts on what we can control. He discusses several Stoic concepts, such as amor fati, the love of fate, and the dichotomy of control, the idea that some things are within our control and others are not, to illustrate how this philosophy can help us perceive obstacles differently. The author also emphasizes the importance of persistence in overcoming obstacles. He argues that obstacles are not simply one-time events that we can overcome with a single burst of effort, but rather ongoing challenges that require sustained effort over time. Holiday illustrates this point with the example of Thomas Edison, who famously failed hundreds of times before successfully inventing the light bulb. Holiday also stresses the importance of being objective when perceiving obstacles. He argues that our emotions can often cloud our judgment, making obstacles appear larger and more insurmountable than they actually are. To overcome this, we need to learn to step back and view obstacles from a more detached perspective. One key insight that Holiday discusses is the concept of the pre-mortem. He suggests that, rather than simply anticipating what could go wrong in a given situation, we should actively imagine that we have already failed and work backward to identify the potential causes of that failure. This can help us identify potential obstacles and develop strategies for overcoming them before they even arise. Another key insight is the importance of embracing uncertainty. Holiday argues that we often resist uncertainty because it makes us feel uncomfortable and anxious, but that this resistance can prevent us from seeing opportunities that lie within uncertainty. He suggests that instead of fearing uncertainty, we should learn to embrace it and use it as a way to challenge ourselves and grow. Throughout Part 1, Holiday provides several examples of individuals who faced significant obstacles and used them as a catalyst for growth and success. One such example is John D. Rockefeller, who overcame many obstacles to become one of the most successful businessmen in history. Rockefeller's father was a con artist and a bigamist, and his family was constantly on the move to escape his legal troubles. Despite this unstable upbringing, Rockefeller developed a strong work ethic and a determination to succeed. He went on to found Standard Oil, which became the largest oil refinery in the world, and he became one of the wealthiest men of his time. Overall, Part 1 emphasizes the importance of perception in overcoming obstacles. By embracing Stoic philosophy, persisting in the face of challenges, being objective in our perception, and embracing uncertainty, we can change our mindset and transform obstacles into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. In Part 2, Action, the author Ryan Holiday discusses how to take action in the face of obstacles and turn them into opportunities. He highlights that action is the only way to overcome obstacles and achieve success. One key insight he emphasizes is that we should always focus on what we can control, rather than what we cannot. This means that we should not let external circumstances or other people's actions affect our own behavior or mindset. Holiday provides numerous examples of successful people who have applied this principle, such as Thomas Edison and Steve Jobs. Edison, for instance, faced countless failures before inventing the light bulb. Rather than giving up, he focused on what he could control and kept experimenting until he found the solution. Similarly, Steve Jobs was fired from the company he founded, but instead of letting this setback defeat him, he started a new company and created the most valuable brand in the world. Another key insight from Part 2 is that we should always have a clear goal in mind and work backwards from it to determine the steps we need to take. Holiday explains that this process helps us to avoid distractions and prioritize our actions. He uses the example of the Roman general Xenophon, who successfully led his army through hostile territory by keeping his goal in mind and taking the necessary steps to achieve it. In addition, Holiday emphasizes the importance of persistence and discipline in taking action. He argues that it is not enough to simply have a goal and a plan. We must also have the discipline to stick to our plan and persist in the face of obstacles. Holiday uses the example of the boxer Jack Johnson, who faced constant discrimination and obstacles but persisted in his pursuit of the World Heavyweight Championship. Holiday also stresses the importance of preparing for potential obstacles before they arise. He uses the example of the ancient Stoics, who practiced negative visualization to mentally prepare themselves for worst-case scenarios. This allowed them to face challenges with a calm and clear mind, and to find opportunities in the midst of difficulties. Another important concept that Holiday discusses in Part 2 is the power of perception in shaping our actions and outcomes. He emphasizes that our perceptions of events and obstacles can either help us or hinder us in taking action. He uses the example of the ancient Greek philosopher Epictetus, who said that, "It's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things." By changing our perceptions and reframing obstacles as opportunities, we can take more effective action and achieve greater success. Overall, Part 2 provides valuable insights on taking action in the face of obstacles and achieving success. By focusing on what we can control, having a clear goal and plan, persisting in the face of challenges, preparing for potential obstacles, and shaping our perceptions, we can turn obstacles into opportunities and achieve our goals. Part 3 is titled, Will, and focuses on the mindset and attitude required to overcome obstacles. This section argues that the will to persist is a crucial ingredient for success, and that it is often the only thing that sets successful people apart from those who fail. The author suggests that a strong will requires discipline, resilience, and the ability to control one's emotions. He argues that when things go wrong, the most important thing is to maintain one's composure and focus on finding a way forward. One key insight is that obstacles often provide an opportunity for growth and learning, and that the ability to overcome them is what makes us stronger. Holiday emphasizes the importance of discipline in achieving one's goals, pointing out that successful people often have a routine that they stick to no matter what. He cites the example of the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, who set himself a daily schedule that allowed him to be productive even when he was ill or in difficult circumstances. Another example he gives is that of U.S. Navy SEALs, who are trained to push themselves beyond their limits through rigorous physical and mental training. The author also stresses the need for resilience in the face of adversity. He argues that setbacks are inevitable, but it is how we respond to them that determines our success. One example he uses to illustrate this point is the story of Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before finally inventing the light bulb. Edison's response to failure was always to learn from it and keep trying, rather than giving up. In addition to discipline and resilience, Holiday emphasizes the importance of emotional control in maintaining a strong will. He suggests that it is important to be able to detach oneself emotionally from a situation in order to see it clearly and make the best decisions. He cites the example of Abraham Lincoln, who was known for his ability to remain calm and composed in the face of criticism and opposition. Holiday also argues that the will to persist requires a clear sense of purpose and direction. He suggests that it is important to have a goal that is bigger than oneself, and to stay focused on that goal even when faced with obstacles. He cites the example of Martin Luther King Jr., who remained committed to the goal of civil rights even in the face of violent opposition. Finally, Holliday argues that the will to persist requires a willingness to embrace the journey, rather than focusing solely on the end goal. He suggests that it is important to find joy and fulfillment in the process of working towards one's goals, rather than just waiting for the end result. One example he gives is the story of John Coltrane, who was known for his intense focus and passion for playing the saxophone, even during long and difficult practice sessions. Overall, Part 3 emphasizes the importance of a strong will in overcoming obstacles and achieving success. The author suggests that discipline, resilience, emotional control, a clear sense of purpose, and a willingness to embrace the journey are all key components of a strong will. Through various historical and contemporary examples, Holliday illustrates how these qualities can be developed and maintained, and how they have helped successful people overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. In the conclusion of the book, Holliday emphasizes that the philosophy of Stoicism, which he has been discussing throughout the book, is not just a set of ideas but a way of life. He stresses that readers must put the concepts into action in order to reap their benefits. He encourages readers to view obstacles as opportunities, to control their emotions, and to focus on what is within their control. Holliday also addresses the common misconception that Stoicism is about suppressing emotions. He argues that it is not about being emotionless, but about being in control of emotions and channeling them productively. He asserts that the Stoics believed in experiencing emotions fully, but also recognizing that emotions do not have to control us. Furthermore, Holliday discusses the importance of perseverance in the face of obstacles. He emphasizes that success is not always about talent or intelligence, but often about grit and determination. Holliday also cautions against complacency and overconfidence. He notes that success can sometimes lead to arrogance and a false sense of security, which can in turn lead to failure. He encourages readers to remain humble, to continue to learn and grow, and to be prepared for the inevitable obstacles that will arise in life. In the final pages of the book, Holliday urges readers to take action and apply the principles of Stoicism to their lives. He emphasizes that the philosophy is not just for scholars or philosophers, but for anyone who wants to improve themselves and overcome obstacles. He encourages readers to embrace the challenges that life presents, to persevere in the face of adversity, and to cultivate a mindset of resilience and strength. Overall, the conclusion of "The Obstacle is the Way" serves as a call to action for readers to apply the principles of Stoicism to their lives and to use obstacles as opportunities for growth and improvement. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more, you can find a link to the full book, as well as the Kindle and audiobook versions, in the description below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel to continue your journey on the shortcut to self-improvement.